Yeah. Good evening. Welcome to the Bedminster Township Committee. This is our regularly scheduled February 17th. Once in a while, we get a Tuesday meeting. I recognize that as of now, we have a quorum of Township Committee present here. Committeeman Rosen, Committeeman Hickey, Committeewoman Fernandez joining me. Committeewoman Moreski is stuck on Route 287. Heard there's a couple accidents out there.
I avoided it because I never take 287 anymore. And I noticed coming through Fort Hills, there was just a huge line of traffic. I figured something's going on 287.
Mm-hmm. So if Renee gets here, we'll certainly welcome her with open arms when she does. And if she doesn't, we understand. Ms. Ray, may we please have the Open Public Meetings Act statement?
Yes, Mayor. Adequate notice of this meeting of the Township Committee was sent to the Courier News Somerville, Burnersville News, Whippany, and to all subscribers, and posted on the Township of Bedminster's official website, www.bedminsternj.gov, and at the Township Municipal Building on January 6, 2026.
And that was Renee reporting that it's still bumper to bumper. Letting her know we started.
I'll sign for things.
Good luck.
See you in 2 hours.
And Gina will sign.
I said no more. Second. Go the back way.
Which is orders. All right. Sorry for texting during the meeting, but that was official Bedminster business. Please join me in standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now it's time of the meeting that we open up the microphone, Zoom, telephone calls for public comment. Any member of the public may ask a question, make a statement. As we've been saying for a little bit now, you're entitled to ask those questions and make those comments. You're not entitled to an answer. You're not entitled to a dialogue unless one of the members of the TC chooses to engage. Once again, if you get an answer, not guaranteed of an answer you're going to like.
There's no one online.
Let's proceed. We have 3 sets of meeting minutes to approve tonight. January 26th budget work session 1, and the February 2nd, 2026 TC meeting, and the February 2nd executive session meeting. Questions or comments regarding the meeting minutes? Seeing none, take a motion to approve all 3.
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4 permits and raffles. First is a social fair permit to benefit Mainstream Inc. on June 13, 2026 from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. at the United States Equestrian Team. Mainstream, I know Committeewoman Moreski used to volunteer there. One of my daughters used to volunteer there, a great organization. Next, social fair permit to benefit American Cancer Society on October 12 from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Hamilton Farms Golf Club. An on-premise 50/50 raffle to benefit Liberty Corner School Parent Teacher Organization, Inc. on March 26 from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. at Fiddler's Elbow Country Club, and an on-premise merchandise raffle to benefit Liberty Corner School Parent Teacher Organization, Inc. on March 26, 2026 from 7 to 11 p.m. at Fiddler's Elbow Country Club. Now, I noticed that we went to E, missing B. So there's no B, right?
There is no B.
Excellent, okay. Any questions or comments regarding permits and raffles? Currently none. Take a motion to approve all four.
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye. Monthly report discussion by subcommittee chair, Committeeman Rowe.
On the recreation front, the planning email for summer camp went out today in advance of registration, which for Bedminster residents opens on April 1st. The latest bids came in for the Burnt Mills Dog Park. The Community Garden Committee is meeting to establish policies and procedures for the garden. And finally,
Oh yeah, how'd you end up on the guard?
we'll talk about that
Okay.
off the record. And the initial farmers market meeting was last week, so we are ramping up and gearing up for the farmers market, which opens up Memorial Day weekend.
Great. You mentioned the bid opening for the garden and,
No, for the Burnt Mills dog
oh,
park.
sorry, Brent Mills Dog
It's the
Park.
rebid.
It's a rebid. Yes.
The rebid on the dog park. And
Next.
we have a resolution on tonight rejecting one of those bids, didn't we?
We're awarding a contract tonight. We rejected the,
Oh, we did that
at
last.
the last meeting.
Okay.
Tonight, we're going to award a contract.
Okay. And so we'll talk about that at the resolution. Okay.
Correct.
Thank you. Committee woman Pranay.
Thank you, Mayor. I have a staff meeting tomorrow for the sewer and an OEM training tomorrow, so I'll have updates on those next time. But I just wanted to give a quick DPW report. They've been working on pothole repairs in Bedminster and Far Hills. The potholes are really bad everywhere. They moved some calcium chloride tanks inside the DPW shop to comply with the DEP storage requirements. They've been working on heavy equipment, of course, still snow removal and plowing, plow and spreader repairs, and some DPW office upgrades such as paint, flooring, ceiling tiles. They did some street sign replacement and assisted sewer with a backup. And that's my updates for tonight. Do you have any questions?
So Jason, was there, when I came to town hall this morning, I saw there was some work out by the police. Is that,
Yeah, that basin was collapsing in, so we're fixing
oh,
it.
so just pulling out? Got it. Okay. Thank you. Committeeman Hickey.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, all. Board of Health, there's no meeting this month. Mayor, you and I have library tomorrow, and there's a Board of Ed meeting on Thursday, which I will attend. So I'll report back at the next meeting.
Okay, great. So Bill reported on, I did stop in on the garden committee for the first meeting. Pretty rambunctious for, oh, you weren't at that first.
I
meeting,
wasn't
so
at
yeah,
that one.
no, let me tell you, it's an aggressive group.
Something to look
Good,
forward.
good luck to your next meeting. That's all
Something to
I'm gonna
look
say.
forward to.
There's a lot of strong opinions on that committee. And you mentioned the farmer's market committee. Last week, we had the land use board. It was the application for construction of additional hangars at the Somerset Airport. No decision reached. That hearing is still ongoing and will be scheduled for, I think this, they're coming back in March. I forget the date. We weren't there.
And you said Tesla, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Then Tesla was approved. Did we not meet since then?
Correct.
Application?
Correct.
Oh,
They were back to back, yep.
and the meeting before that, the first land use board meeting, the land use board approved the installation of Tesla superchargers at Fresh Market. So I'm not sure how long it's going to be before they're constructed, but there'll be a series of EV charging stations at Fresh Market. And then coming up for land use board at, let's see, at the first meeting in March is AT&T. AT&T, which I think expanded parking at the facility at Route 206. And there will be, subject to what we do later today, a special hearing of the Land Use Board to consider amendments to the housing element and fair share plan.
And the ordinance.
And the, excuse me. We'll also discuss that a little bit further. That's what I have from my subcommittees. Ms. Ray, Administrator's report, please.
Yes, Mayor. We discussed earlier the Burt Mills Dog Park rebid that was held on Tuesday, February 10th, which both Caitlin and I and Jason attended. We had 6 bidders, and the bid tabulation is always posted the next day on our website. And there is a resolution on for consideration tonight by the Township Committee for the dog park. We completed, I should say, completed all the and submitted the required Affordable Housing Trust Fund monitoring report. And so we're up to date with that and all of our reports through CGP&H. Everything's been approved, uploaded, and confirmed. We're good. Shared court budget. We have a meeting coming up on Friday, February 20th, where I prepared the shared court budget, the true up and all associated documentation. That meeting is again Friday at 4 o'clock. And Gina mentioned the staff meeting. Again, I prepared the staff budget, the true up and associated documentation. As you imagine, it's a little tedious for our meeting tomorrow, Wednesday, February 18th. Continue work on the municipal budget. This week, we're going to be discussing our operating budget, where you guys get to go line by line. And we have a meeting tomorrow morning with the folks from Live Golf. We met with them once last week via Zoom. Live Golf is coming to Trump National, and we have another meeting with the team face-to-face tomorrow. And all the department heads and zoning and Jason and Frank Bernard will all be there, as well as construction.
What's the schedule? What's that scheduled tournament?
They're adding a day this year. It's in August.
Okay.
I think it's August 6th to 9th.
So they're adding an extra day of match play. So I think that starts on the 5th, the day before.
They have to play 4 rounds now in order for their players to get world point rankings. That's why they're going from 54 to 72 holes this year.
So it's no longer live. It's now,
It is.
whatever the Roman numerals are for 72.
Good point.
You're right. I didn't think of that.
Can you mention that
That's a
to the
good
folks that live? For those who don't know, live was
It's live,
LIV. Roman numerals were
It's live
54.
plus XXII,
There you go.
Oh, fancy.
X
22. 24.
8.
You got to get to 72.
It's 18.
18. Math skills leave something to be desired.
They didn't teach that at Lehigh when you went there?
I wasn't a math major. I majored in fraternity. As Mr. Rosen knows from the
Yes.
fellow Highland.
No comment. No comment.
Robin, so the bid package for Crossroads Park, that went out
That went out, and the bid opening is actually next week.
next week.
Paul Ferrer won't be here for that, but we have someone else who's going to be running the bid opening.
Okay. Any expectation on how many are going to respond, or we don't know yet?
We do not know yet. I asked that question today, and I will have an answer by tomorrow.
Okay.
I will let you know.
Thank you, Rob. Chief, any update on community policing?
Yes.
Yes.
February 28th, we're hosting Coffee with a Cop from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. With Tewksbury Police Department at the Black River General Store. We had it there once before, and they got a pretty good turnout. And then on March 18th, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., we're hosting a pizza with a police event at the library.
Sounds pretty good. Yeah.
Which is being underwritten by someone. A local donor.
Really? Huh? Oh, very nice. Great.
I'm just gonna ask where the pizza's from.
We have an introduction of an ordinance tonight, ordinance number 2026-004. This amends chapter XIII, which I believe is 13, entitled Land Management and adds section 13-907 Incorporation of New Jersey Administrative Code sections 5:99 1.1 to 5:99-9.4 and New Jersey Administrative Code section 5:80-26.1 to 26.23. John.
Yes, in accordance with the Honorable William Menon's consent order conditional compliance certification of December 17th, 2025, that approved Bedminster's plan subject to certain conditions, paragraph 5 of which requires that the township shall update its affordable housing ordinance, development fee ordinance, and other administrative documents in accordance with the forthcoming regulations at NJAC 5:80-26.1 at SEC and NJAC 5:99 after they are adopted and before March 15th, 2026. So that's what we're doing. We're complying with Judge Menon's order. Among other things, later tonight, we are adopting a resolution approving our affirmative marketing plan, which is also a requirement. Ms. Ray and I are working on a spending plan, which should be before you on March 2nd for adoption by resolution. And the planning board at its special meeting, I believe on February 26th, has an amended housing element and fair share plan, which incorporates two very minor revisions that were pursuant to our settlement with Fair Share Housing Center. So everything needs to be filed with the court by March 15th. I'm going to file the affirmative marketing plan resolution tomorrow. The ordinance and the other documents will be filed on March 11th, so we meet the March 15th deadline, at which time I will indicate to His Honor that we have met the requirements of the ordinance and request a final order of compliance so that we have 10 years of builder's remedy immunity. That's it in a nutshell.
And so generally, what this ordinance does, it just demonstrates that our land management ordinance or our code will be consistent with the state's affordable housing rules.
That's correct. And rather than adopting the 43-page ordinance, which would then have to be amended every time the regulations change, we essentially indicate that we are going to follow these existing regulations and our existing ordinance on affordable housing unless it's inconsistent with the regulation. So, for example, certain elements of our existing ordinance remain unaffected by these regulations, including the percentage fees that builders and residential owners pay when they have new construction. Those percentages remain unchanged.
Got it. So once again, largely, I'm going to say 99% of what this ordinance does is just ensures consistency with the state rules. If there's no more questions or comments, take a motion to introduce. And just to note that if the ordinance is approved for introduction, the public hearing will be March 2nd in these chambers.
And again, the planning board will consider it for consistency with the master plan and make a referral back to us. That's, again, in part the reason for the special meeting next Thursday.
Yep. So someone was about to make.
I'll make a motion.
Second, okay, there was a second, okay.
So it'll be a roll call vote, please. Committeeman Hickey.
Aye.
Committeewoman Fernandez.
Aye.
Committeeman Rosen.
Aye.
And Mayor Jacobs.
So the public hearing for ordinance number 2026-004 will be March 2nd in these chambers. That's after the referral to the Land Use Board on February 26th. Okay, we have no public hearing of ordinances tonight. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 items on the consent agenda. These are items of routine nature. Any member of the Township Committee may pull one, some, or all of them off for individual consideration. Seeing none, I'll take a motion to approve the items on the consent agenda.
So move.
Second.
Roll call vote again, please. Committeeman Hickey,
Aye.
Committeewoman Fernandez,
Aye.
Committeeman Rosen,
Aye.
and Mayor Jacob.
Aye.
Thank you.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4 resolutions for individual consideration. The first is Resolution 2026-045, authorizes award of contract for payroll services to Prime Point LLC in the amount not to exceed $13,058. Ms. Ray.
Yes, Mayor, we've been with a payroll company for the past 11 years. We found that we need to make some changes. They are currently not addressing some of the concerns that we have for cybersecurity and to protect our employees. They haven't made the necessary updates over time. They've been very good working with us. We have a good working relationship, but it's time to step it up to the next level. The new company, Prime Point, meets all of our needs at this time, and the best part about it is we're not actually paying for it, it's paid for through the bank.
So we applied bi-weekly payroll services, not to exceed $13,058. Any questions or comments regarding this resolution? So none, take a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call vote, please. Committeeman Hickey,
Aye.
Committeewoman Fernandez,
Aye.
Committeeman Rosen,
Aye.
and Mayor Jacob.
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay. As a follow-up to John's discussions earlier, next is resolution number 2026-048. This resolution adopts an affirmative marketing plan for the Township of Bedminster. This is for the affordable housing program. So John or Robin or Gina, whoever wants to give the summary of this.
I'll do that. Ms. Ray, as you are aware from the reorganization meeting, continues as our municipal housing liaison. Every municipality with an affordable housing plan must have a inside municipal housing liaison. CGP&H, which is an outside agency, is our administrative agent. They typically, like most administrative agents, are constantly updating their affirmative marketing plan to comply with the state regulations and are already in the process of doing or have done that in accordance with the new regulations, again, that the state promulgated in December. So again, this is something that will be filed with the court tomorrow. It essentially in 4 parts states that at A, that the affordable housing units in the Township of Bedminster shall be marketed in accordance with 58026.16 as issued December 15th, 2025. The Township's administrative agent shall, or any specific developer, if the administrative agent does not regulate those particular units, shall administer the affirmative marketing plan also in accordance with the new regulations. The administrative agent shall continue to have responsibility to income qualify very low and moderate income households, to place income eligible households in very low and moderate income units upon initial occupancy, and so on and so forth in accordance with the regulations. The administrative agent is also required to provide Ms. Ray, as the municipal housing liaison, with the information required to comply with the monitoring and reporting requirements. And again, that was something that we have to do by, Robin, February 15th of every year. And I think you indicated previously that all of that information has been filed with the state as required by the new regulations. So we're on top of that. And then again, to the extent any of our existing ordinances are inconsistent with the new regulations will govern.
So similarly,
Yes.
this resolution at 100%, not just 99%, as opposed to the ordinance. This resolution says we are going to market our affordable housing program consistent with New Jersey's rules.
The one thing, whether you like the state's new regulations or not, that were issued in December, they do provide very specific and uniform guidelines for all municipalities to follow, thus obviating the need for individual municipalities to craft and adopt their own ordinances. It's a uniform set of guidelines and rules to go by. So.
Any further questions or comments regarding Resolution 2026-048? So none, I'll take a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call vote, please. Committeeman Hickey.
Aye.
Committeewoman Fernandez.
Aye.
Committeeman Rosen.
Aye.
And Mayor Jacob.
Aye.
Thank you.
Next is Resolution 2026-049. This resolution authorizes a 3-year proprietary agreement with an artificial intelligence AI pilot program for financial operations to view cash and investment portfolios with the software provided by Edwin for the finance department. Do you want to take this one?
You did a great job earlier today.
Okay.
You,
No, you take it.
no, I,
All right, okay.
go for it. You-
So, Robin, Ray, Colin, and I, and our CFO, Derek Macchia, had a meeting with Representative, actually, he's the CEO of a company called Edwin. And what Edwin is doing is helping the CFOs and the finance department do bank reconciliations. But perhaps equally important is that they will evaluate using AI your bank accounts. And with the concept of working with the CFO to analyze your short-term and these are my terms, short-term, I'm going to say 0 to 60 days, your midterm 60 days, maybe to 180 days, and look at your investments by investments, your bank accounts, your interest earning bank accounts. New Jersey has some pretty strict requirements on where municipalities can deposit their money. And this AI program would help the CFO make sure that we are getting the best interest rates available to us from the eligible banking institutions. In the past, interest income for Bedminster has been significant. I don't have the numbers. Maybe Jake remembers them. I don't. But it has been significant. And we've seen that different banks have different interest or assess different interest. And this software would allow the CFO to identify who's got the best interest rates and then redistribute the money as appropriate. How's that?
Really good.
Okay. So this is a contract effort. What's
It's a
3-year term.
proprietary contract.
3-year term, total of $38,864. And we can cancel it at any time if we don't think this is working for us or we have concerns. We vetted this with some other experts, and we're going to give it a shot.
Yeah.
And hopefully this is productive for Bedminster and their residents.
We get a first mover advantage without the risks normally associated with being an early adopter, and if it does work out, we get to influence the development of the platform and hopefully improve our cash management efficiency. As you mentioned, Mayor, there's no risk to capital. This is going into interest-bearing accounts. It's just helping us be a little smarter with AI and agents that go out and query and figure out who's got the best rates at what time. So
Yeah, ultimate decision still rests with the CFO.
Are there any other local municipalities that have been using it that you're aware of?
No.
So we'd be,
This is brandy new.
so we would be the pilot program.
Yeah. But
It's a California company. They've got, I think, at least one municipality. This is literally a startup. And it's going to be interesting to see how it works. I think our CFO is anxious to see how this helps with the mundane task of bank reconciliation.
Yep. Which is largely a spreadsheet exercise right
Yeah.
now.
And taking a lot of time for the CFO. So if this can help expedite that process, then that's good for us as well.
And when we talked to the founders, it is a startup, but these guys have significant experience in the space, having done other startups and having worked in the space for quite a while.
And it's a secure platform, obviously.
Yeah, that's a great question. We went through that, and yes, they've taken the appropriate protections.
Interesting.
So if there's no further questions or comments, take a motion to approve Resolution 2026-049.
So moved?
Second?
Roll call vote, please. Committeeman Hickey.
Aye.
Committeewoman Fernandez.
Aye.
Committeeman Rosen.
Aye.
And Mayor Jacobs.
Aye.
Thank you.
Next is resolution number 2026-050. This resolution authorizes the Township of Bedminster to award the contract for the Burnt Mills Dog Park project to the lowest responsible bidder, Halcon Inc., in an amount not to exceed $180,325. Robin, Jason, who's going to take this one?
I can actually address it. We, just so you know, all of our contracts are reviewed by Attorney Bellardo. We had 6 bids that came in for the rebid of the dog park. If you recall, last time we rejected the bids because they all came in over budget. After the bid, our engineer reviews all of the details, all the bids that are presented, the 3 lowest bidders, I should say, and then those contracts are reviewed, and it was determined that the lowest bid was found not responsible, but the second bid, Halcon, was found as the lowest responsible bidder, and that's the word. So we are recommending that we award a contract to Halcon, which Bedminster Township has worked before with.
Just out of curiosity, what made that one bid not the lowest one, not responsible?
Do you want to speak to that?
Yeah, I can. If you look at the resolution and you look at the third whereas clause, we actually quote the Boswell letter, and Boswell indicated, quote, "We reviewed the lowest bid and found it not responsible with regards to qualification and equipment. The bidder failed to provide at least 5 jobs performed of similar nature and of contract value greater than or equal to its submitted bid amount of $174,550. In addition, this bidder reported no equipment owned and only 2 pieces of equipment to be purchased or leased. No costs of the equipment were reported as required. With regards to the bid being responsive, we note the bidder failed to provide the business registration and public works contractor certification for fencing subcontractor. Therefore, subject to the township attorney's concurrence of the above findings, this bid should be rejected. I then examined the local bidding law statute and indicated the legal language sufficient to reject this bid under case law. It's a material deviation from the bidding specifications requirement that cannot be waived and therefore is grounds for rejection. The second lowest bidder, Halcon, the Boswell, and our township engineer, Mr. Carrero, indicated they have worked with in the past and found them very responsive and responsible. So although they were slightly higher by a little over $5,000, there's assurance that the project will be completed in a diligent and responsible manner, as opposed to an unknown bidder that looked to have lowballed the project without sufficient equipment or resources to complete it up to our high standards in Bedminster.
Thanks, John.
There you go. If there's no further questions or comments regarding Resolution 2026-050, I'll take a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second?
Roll call vote, please. Committeeman Hickey.
Aye.
Committeewoman Fernandez.
Aye.
Committeeman Rosen.
Aye.
And Mayor Jacobs.
Aye.
Thank you.
All right. Burnt Mills Dog Park. Jason, did you get the work scheduled yet?
It'll be done before the garden.
Assembling those Vigo guards taking a little bit longer than you thought.
Snow's a little bit to turn right now.
All right.
Big party.
Take a motion to approve the bill list pending review of individual invoices and purchase orders.
So moved?
Second.
Roll call vote again, please. Committeeman Hickey?
Aye.
Committeewoman Fernandez?
Aye.
Committeeman Rosen?
Aye.
And Mayor Jacobs?
Aye.
Thank you.
New business. Any items up for discussion for new business?
No?
Seeing none, old business, utilities.
Mayor, just a quick update. And this is a bit of an aside on Optimum. They recently had their annual meeting where both the CEO, the CFO, and in response to some questions, acknowledged that they had purposely stopped or slowed down significantly their fiber builds, but also said that they were planning on later in 2026 to resume and more aggressively start those projects once again. So that's a bit of good news. The last time I looked at their financials, they were at $28 billion worth of debt, which is larger than some developing nations in terms of GDP. So it's a very leveraged business, and therefore it is very sensitive to the financial markets. So obviously things have taken a bit of a turn to the positive, which I presume is why they're going to restart those projects. Hopefully that's good news for Bedminster, and I have stayed in constant contact with the folks from Optimum to ask them to put us at the top of the list when those projects resume. So more to follow, but I just figured that was worth giving an update to the committee.
Great. And it's now known as Optimum? They
It is
changed
now, yes, they changed their corporate name from Maltese to Optimum.
Okay. And anything further with JCP&L? We weathered these last couple of snowstorms on the electric side.
Yes,
Okay.
been quiet, which we're happy about. I don't know if Jason has anything.
Water's been a mess. There's been a lot of water main breaks. Sort of on the hillside this weekend, right?
Oh, yeah.
Down in the woods.
Yeah. That was water being break all the way down there?
Yeah.
It looked like you guys were like heading towards Gina's house.
Well, it's going over towards,
Yeah, because first I thought all that work was clearing the path for the
like a bike.
no, for the pole. The pole that's been the monopole that's back there, but
No,
so that was for
a breakdown in there.
John.
Well, we can take this as one off the list. The pilot expired, the tax appeal's been resolved. Doesn't look like there's any active township participation in Pluckerman Park at this point.
Okay.
So
All right.
you could remove
Oh,
that.
Ixnay, okay.
All right. Somerset Hills Public Safety Committee, we have a meeting this Thursday. So no updates, but we'll report back at our next meeting on any updates from the committee meeting. We do have an executive session tonight regarding a possible property acquisition with Green Acres. So we will go through Township Committee comments. We will adjourn to executive session, then we will come back to the public session for the final good nights.
No formal action will be.
No formal action will be taken following the executive session. So with that, let's go through Township Committee comments. Committeeman Rosen.
Well, we're gaining on spring, pitchers and catchers and full team workout started this week. And only about 6 more weeks until the misery starts. But I wanted to acknowledge the Far Hills Bedminster Fire Department. Last Saturday night, they were part of, I believe, a 13 community multi-department response to a structure fire at the Bernardsville Quarry. And it just exemplifies, they put themselves out there and the dangers they face on the normal night. That was probably the coldest night in 20 years, wind chills 15, 20 below. And the dedication and service just deserves to be acknowledged. And we are extremely fortunate to have them in our community.
Excellent point. Thank you, Bill.
100%.
Committeewoman Fernandez.
Oh, Mayor, I have no comments tonight. Thank you.
Committeeman Hickey.
No further comments. Thank you, Mayor.
And I have no further comments. At 7:45, we'll take motion to adjourn the public session.
So
And we'll
moved.
head to executive.
Sorry.
These guys are anxious.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. So we will see you back on camera hopefully shortly. And Robin, do you want to let Beth know?
She's